to This Week Those Books Aloud. It's April 3rd, 2024. I'm Rashmi Roshanlal.
And I'm Michael Macy.
This is the first proper podcast episode of This Week Those Books, which has nearly 9,000 subscribers in 104 countries.
Wow. And we haven't even been doing this for a year.
That's right.
So, what's this week's big story?
It's Poland because it's having elections to pick city mayors and the leaders of provincial and county administrations. But these are no ordinary local elections. Poland is one of the largest countries in Eastern Europe, but more to the point, 6 months ago, Poland arrested a nearly 10-year march towards becoming the largest illiberal democracy in Europe. In October, it had parliamentary elections, which ended 8 years of rule by the right-wing nationalist Law and Justice Party.
So that was then. Why do these local elections matter?
Because they'll serve as a crucial test of the new government's popular support. The new government has committed itself to using what it calls an iron broom to sweep away the legacy of the previous right-wing administration, which basically means restoring rule of law and liberal democratic values.
It's not just Poland, though, is it?
You're right. Today's Poland is essentially a lab experiment in remaking a corroded democracy. And this is something countries like Turkey might have to consider down the line after its main opposition party swept the March 31st local elections in a blow to strongman President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. In fact, if I could just paraphrase US President Ronald Reagan, Poland is not east or west. Today it stands for every nation battling populist illiberalism.
So let's look at the reading pile.
Yes, let's.
Our first book is Poland, a history by Adam Zamowski. This is a magisterial view of 1,000 years of Polish history. It takes us right up to Poland's two most significant modern milestones, March 1999, when it joined NATO, and May 2004, when it was admitted into the European Union. This book makes one think of how things change. Poland, now an economic power, was once thought to be almost a failed state. It was cursed by its geography and aggressive neighbors. It's also curiously uplifting to note that a country and its people can survive despite everything, not least the human and cultural losses of the Second World War and a long spell behind the Iron Curtain.
That's great. Our second book is Swallowing Mercury by Violetta Gregg. This is a slim volume and it's written by a poet, literally. Violetta Gregg's poems have received much praise. This novella is like a prose poem about the sleepy rhythms of village life in southern Poland, albeit with the shadow of Big Brother. A little girl grows up in Soviet-era Poland, and Gregg's writing, which is lyrical and understated, has a ring of truth about how it feels when mind and body start to change. It reminds me a little of Annie Dillard's An American Childhood.
Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week with the latest This Week, Those Books.
Bye.